It is the middle of the night, and you are running a film no one asked for. The what-ifs. What if the money runs out? What if the test comes back wrong? What if they leave? What if the plan fails? What if the thing you cannot even name happens? And your body is reacting as though it is happening right now. Heart going, stomach tight, mind racing through the disaster in detail. And here is the strange part. You are lying in a bed in a quiet room, completely safe. The danger is not in the room. It is in a time that does not exist yet. You are being chased by something that has not happened. So here is what I want to do. Not tell you the future will be fine. I do not know that, and neither do you. I want to show you what worry actually is. Why it feels like protection, but is not. And one specific thing you can do tonight to step out of the film. Because the worrying was never keeping you safe. It was only making you suffer the thing twice. Worry feels productive. It feels like if you just think it through enough times, run every scenario, you will be ready, prepared, safe. But look at the evidence from your own life. You have worried about hundreds of futures. How many arrived exactly as you rehearsed them? Almost none. The disasters you feared mostly never came. And the hard things that did come arrived in a shape you had not pictured. So all that rehearsal prepared you for the wrong thing anyway. And the worrying itself changed none of it. The outcomes happened or did not happen, regardless of how many nights you spent bracing. So this is what worry actually does. It makes you suffer the catastrophe 100 times in your imagination, when reality, at worst, would have you suffer it once. You are paying interest every night on a debt that usually never comes due. Worry is not preparation. It is the imagination practicing pain. Look one layer deeper at what the worry is really asking for. Underneath it is a demand. I need to know how this turns out before I can rest. I cannot put it down until I am certain it will be okay. That is the real grip. You are refusing to set the bag down until someone hands you the ending. But the future is, by its nature, unknown. That is not a flaw in your situation. That is what future means. So you have quietly made your peace conditional on the one thing that can never be delivered. You are waiting for a certainty that does not exist and calling the waiting being responsible. No wonder you cannot rest. You have set the price of rest at something unpurchasable. There is an old word for the way out, and the tradition takes it seriously enough to list it first. Abhaya, fearlessness. When the Gita names the qualities of a free person, this is the one it opens with, before all the others. Not because the free person has guarantees, because they have stopped demanding them. And there is an older line still about where fear comes from at all. Dvitiyadve bhayam bhavati. From a second, fear arises. Fear needs a gap, a me here, and a threat out there, across a distance, in a time to come. Worry lives entirely in that gap, in the space between you now and a danger that is always somewhere else, later. Here is the thing the worry makes you forget. You have already lived through every future you ever feared, every single one. Think back, the things that kept you awake a year ago, 5 years ago. The dreaded outcomes you were certain you could not survive. Some came, most did not. And the one who is reading this right now met all of them and is still here. Still aware, still able to be kept awake by the next one. Because notice how the future actually arrives. It never comes as the future. By the time it gets to you, it is just another present moment, met by the same awareness that met every moment before it. You will not face the catastrophe as the exhausted person lying awake, imagining it. You will face it, if it comes, as the person standing in that actual moment with the full resources of that moment, which you cannot see from here. You keep sending tonight's frightened self to fight a battle that a future self will actually handle. And here is the part worth sitting with. You treat the unknown future as a threat, only a threat. But stop and ask where every good surprise of your life came from. The people you love that you had not met, the turn your life took that you could never have planned. The moments that delighted you precisely because you did not see them coming. All of it came out of the same unknown future you are bracing against tonight. A life with no uncertainty would be a life with no surprise. Nothing new could ever arrive. The open future is not only where the danger lives, it is the only place anything good can still come from. It is one door. You cannot keep it shut against fear and open to wonder. The not knowing you are fighting is the same not knowing that makes a life still able to surprise you. So here is the practice, small enough to use the next time the film starts. Do not argue with the worry, and do not try to solve the imaginary future. Both just pull you deeper in. Instead, 2 steps. First, come back and check one thing. Am I in danger in this actual moment? Not later, now. Almost always, the honest answer is no. You are in a room. You are safe. The threat is in a time that is not here. Name it plainly to yourself. This is not happening now. Second, give the future its own time. Tell the worry, honestly, when you will deal with the real version of it. If there is an action for tomorrow, name it and let tomorrow have it. If there is genuinely nothing you can do tonight, then it is not yours to carry tonight. Then put your attention on one real thing in the actual present. The weight of your body, the breath, a sound in the room. You will get pulled back into the future within seconds. That is normal. You come back again and again. You are not trying to win the argument with the future. You are just declining over and over to live in a time that is not here. The future will stay unknown. That is not a problem waiting to be solved. It is simply the condition of being alive. And it is the same condition that makes anything good still possible. Hard things may come. And when they do, you will meet them as the present, with everything you have in that moment. Which is exactly the strength worry drains out of you in advance. Courage was never certainty. It is meeting the real moment when it arrives, instead of dying 1,000 deaths in the moments that never do. You have survived every future you ever feared. Every single one, or you would not be here. And the one in you who watched them all come and pass and come again was never once, in any of them, actually in danger.